Hold on a second. Let me pull up my live comments. Got to get to my channel before I can do that. Come on now. Come on now. View channel. I know I'm live. I know I'm live. All right. Hang tight. Waiting for my Chatterino to show up. Hold on. What's going on here? Why is it doing this? Get rid of that. There we go. All right, there we go. Now I see it. Okay, now I can see your comments when you guys come on in. Keeper. Good morning, Bernie. Bernie's already at work, man. Thanks to you, Keeper, I had to take her to work. So, you know. Wait for a couple more people to jump on in. And we'll go ahead and get started. Good morning, Namfik. Nice to have you here. Moses. Good morning to you, sir. Is MLH with you? I love it. We're going to have a good show today. I have a great feeling about this. Let's let a few more people. If you haven't hit the like button, feel free to do so. We're going to have some lurkers, I feel, today. I don't know why I feel like that. All right. Yes, you made her work, Keeper. How dare you? Good morning, Moses. I don't know if I said hi to you. I think I did. I don't remember. Getting old. Not as old as Namfik, though. Mick T, good afternoon to you. All right, let me hit some intro music for you, and we'll get started. I think, do you guys want the Stranger Things intro, the Miami Vice intro, or the Sanford and Son intro? I'll leave it up to you guys. You got coffee? You know what? I kind of feel like coffee today. I think I'm gonna go out and eat breakfast after this. Big Chief in the house. What's up, Big Chief? Nice to have you in here. What do you guys say? You guys want the Stranger Things, the Sanford, or the Miami Vice? Any, I'm high. Sure. Sanford and Son. All right, Big Chief. We'll do it. Here we go. All right, everybody. Welcome to the 13th of July edition, the Don't Touch My Camera edition of the MLH Comment Show. I will get into why I named it that here in just a second. Welcome, Cubana Chica, Southern Yankee, Fab Daddy, everybody in chat. Thank you all so much for being here. We're going to get straight to business. Lots to talk about. For the first time in a long time, I had a confrontation with someone, which we'll talk about here in a second. Let's transition this on over, get started with the comments. Pinche Becky, welcome. Good morning to you, ma'am. I love Pinche Becky. She's awesome. All right, hopefully you guys can see that. I think you can see that. We'll start at the bottom here. Nancy Alley says, replay, want to see my comment again? Well, Nancy, your comment has been read on the comment show for the second week in a row. This the big one, Elizabeth. I'm coming for you, honey. Yeah, I love Sanford and Son. I love it. All right, let's continue on here. Sea Org Rescue says, thanks for keeping the pressure on my back at the Scientology building video. Yeah, I'm going to get out there as much as I can, Sea Org. I've got Sea Org Rescue, I should say. I've got a lot on my plate, so it's getting over to the Scientology building is going to be dicey for the next week or so. But I'm gonna try to get out there more often. Bluto's in the house. What's up, man? Nice to have you here. It's gonna be a hot one in Denver today. Just let y'all know. Bernie's at work. Pinche Becky, so I had to take her and then rush back to do the show. Nancy Alley, I read your comment first. Nice to have you here. Let's see, what was I gonna? Where did I leave off? Sanford was only 35 years old. Let's see, what else? I think we're good. Susan Everett, welcome. Nice to have you here. All right, let's continue on. Ang, on my addressing a problematic accusation video from the 23rd of last month, says here to lend support to you, MLH. Thank you, Ang. I've got an outpouring of support, and I really appreciate it. I'm not going to rehash what happened in that video. I think you all are very well aware, but I do appreciate the outpouring of support. I was hammered. I got hammered for, and I'm not talking, drinking over the past month or so with all this drama nonsense. But I think people saw right through it and really know who I am. So thank you guys for the support. I really appreciate it. We're turning this ship back around, and it's we're not gonna stop anytime soon. So. All right, V-Bombs. Hi from New York. Hi, V-Bombs. Nice to have you on the replay crew. Thank you for commenting. KT PETA with some emojis. Thank you, KT. Really appreciate you. What else we got here? KT says, welcome back. Yeah, exactly. And Pup Groomer with the win, KT PETA says. Yes, Pup Groomer gifted a lot of subs, so appreciate that. And Nomfic also gifted some subs, so thank you to you guys. You guys are awesome. All right, I put a post out last week about what we were doing. We were doing 50s week last week for the DJ show that I do Saturday nights, which I'll be doing it again tonight. Rosie says, such fun. And tonight we're doing another 80s night that's really popular, and people seem to have a lot of fun with the 80s night. So we're going to do another one tonight. Hopefully you guys can join for that, 7 Eastern time on this channel. Bluto says it's going to be a hot one in Northern California as well. I know, King Bluto, just you guys are getting hammered with heat over there. It's crazy. Cantaloupe or honeydew, Fab Daddy says. I like cantaloupe a little bit better than honeydew, but I can do honeydew as well. 40s in a paper bag, Keeper says. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that. By the way, is the sound okay? I think I corrected some of the sound issues, folks. So let me know if the sound is okay in chat. I mean, I don't really know. I can't hear the show while I'm doing it. So if you guys could let me know in the comments, that would be awesome. All right, Cricket Cinema, who is an awesome chatter, says, MLH, my support for you is unwavering. This finger-pointing smacks of McCarthyism, not my jam. I admire your resilience and appreciate your kindness to me. I try to be kind to everybody I run across, Cricket Cinema, because you never know who you're talking to, for one. It's something that I learned early on in life, but don't piss me off, and we'll get to that in a minute. I'll talk about it. Southern Yankee. Nice to have you here. I don't know if I welcomed you in. Thank you for being here. Um, let's see. Good 5x5. Melting in North Carolina from the heat as well. Southern Yankee says yes. It's just crazy how hot it's been this summer. Nomfic re-upping. You finally got the creature from the Black Lagoon icon. Thank you for being a member, Nomfic. You better not. Better not what? Make me mad? Yeah, I know. All right. That's the only way to drink a 40, Big Chief says. Yes. Sounds bad without Bernie. Kiefer says, okay, gotcha. Can't keep up, guys. Please know I see you all. Yeah, no worries, Susan. I get it. I'm that way too. I can't always keep up with chat, so no worries. Um, let's see. Aphila. Hey, Aphila. Nice to have you here. Welcome on in. Hey, MLH. Been a while since I caught a live. Yes, it has been. And thank you for coming on in. Really appreciate it. We're just going through the comments here. Drifter on the replay crew for last comment show says, thanks, MLH. This was fun. I like doing the comment show. It's something unique that really nobody does on YouTube. And my comments aren't super out of control where I can't, get to all of you guys. So, try to do it as long as I can. Don't you need to go anywhere? Do I? I don't think so. I've been busy all week, Nompic. You want me to go more places? No. I don't need to go anywhere. At least not right now. Eat breakfast later, maybe after I'm done here. Brandon James, how are you? Welcome on in. Brandon, you asked me a question that I didn't get to last time. I didn't get an email from you. I did get some comments. I know your comments was about, I believe it was about protesters in Seattle, right? I don't know anybody specifically in Seattle, but there's a bunch of people in Portland. I don't know if that's too big of a trip. I have not gotten your emails, Brandon. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I checked the spam. I checked, everywhere I could check, and I didn't see any emails. Did you misspell Mexican Longhair at gmail.com? Try again, Brandon. I'll respond to you as soon as I get off of the comment show, buddy. I work today and I don't feel like getting up. Yeah, I don't feel like getting up either, Becky. I had to this morning to get Bernie to work and to do this show, but All right, replay crew here. Cricket Cinema says, thank you, Cricket. Appreciate you. Nunya says, it was fun, MLH, even though the 50s were way before my time. It doesn't have to, be an era that you were born in to appreciate music, Nunya. I'm glad you had a good time. And we're going to do it again tonight with 80s music. So, it doesn't matter all capitalized or lowercase. It's all lowercase, Brandon. But make sure you spell it right. Maybe you just misspelled it. I don't know. Let me put it in chat. Well, it's just MexicanLonghair at gmail.com. You're in Bennett? Oh shit, you're just east of me, buddy. I'm off of I-70 in Chambers in that area. So we're not too far from each other, Brandon. So cool stuff. Big Chief, who's in chat, says always the right stuff. Animo granudo querido. Thanks, Big Chief. Appreciate that. And I appreciate Big Chief's support. He's you're a solid dude, Big Chief. Really appreciate you. Big Chief's one of the people that had my back, has my back no matter where he goes, and I've seen it. So, at the Loves. Oh shit, you're not too far, buddy. Are you just in town, Brandon, or do you live over there? Just wondering. Pippi, good morning to you. Lurking while doing pet care. Yes. My parents grew up in the 50s, so I listen to 50s music all the time, Bluto says. Yes. Um, you can't get away from history and historic songs, historic movies, whether you like them or not. They have their importance in the lexicon. You know what I'm saying? So, I love the 50s, but missed last week, Susan says. Susan, we'll do another 50s show at some point, I promise you. You're going to want to join tonight, though. I've got some great songs planned for tonight, and I know you guys always bring great music. Mama Opal is in chat. Welcome, Mama Opal. We had a lovely dinner, Bernie and I, with Mama Opal a few days ago, and she's a lovely, lovely person. Really appreciate you, Mama Opal, and I'm glad you arrived in Minneapolis safely. Hope you have a good trip over there. Make sure to give Natalie and the fam over there all my love. Say hi to Wendy and everybody that's going to be there. Really appreciate you and all the people over there in Minneapolis today. Keeper says, but in the 80s, we eliminated Ring Around the Collar. That's true. Tanya's in chat. Welcome, Tanya. Nice to have you here as well. Let's continue on with the comments here. Flammable Flim Flam was on the replay crew when I was back at the Scientology building. Thank you, Flim Flam. KT Peta says, I'm going to try to be there at the city council meeting. That city council meeting was that was a good video. And, it's important work that I'm doing there. So I'm very proud of that video and other videos I've been doing lately. Hope you guys have had a chance to catch them. I'll be talking about one in particular later that we do need to discuss a little bit because for the first time in a long time, I thought I was going to have to defend myself against somebody, but we'll talk about it. HTTVV, and you got a huge name there. I don't know what that. I'm sure that's lead speak for something. HTTVV. Why did the cops shoot him? Are they hiding the body cams? They released edited versions of the body cams, HTTV, and nobody is happy with that. And we're working to try to get the unedited ones. So, that's where that stands. Yes. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, we're good in chat. All right, continuing on. Ali Bell says, ask a blind man. He saw it too. Yes, if you guys don't know, the warrant that they issued on Kylin Lewis for attempted murder was based on an eyewitness that was blind. And there's going to be more to that story really soon. I have a feeling some things are going to happen that I can't talk about right now, but as soon as I'm okay to release some information, I will keep you guys abreast of everything that's going on with that, because you guys, there's some revelations coming. Let's just put it that way. Let's see. You've been doing a great job with that whole thing that's going on lately, MLH. Thank you, King Bluto. I appreciate it. Keeper says, MLH, you need to clip some shorts from the rally, like 6 boost your views. I know, Keeper, I'm not the most tech savvy when it comes to making shorts. KDOT is excellent at that, and at some point KDOT's going to teach me how to make effective shorts. I really don't do a lot of editing and things of that nature, so that's my fault. I like to give you guys full context, so it's really tough for me to do editing, because then I don't believe you guys get full context. So KDOT's going to show me how to do that, and I will be doing that as well. King Bluto says, that's what disgusted me so much. An eyewitness from a blind man, that is disgusting the hell out of me. Yeah, I'm upset at that too, King Bluto, and there's more I just really can't speak on it right now, but there'll be more to come on that. And, there will be a lot of clarity to things. A lot of people are misinformed, and it's driving me nuts. But there will be some clarity on those issues coming very soon, Bluto, I believe. So as soon as I get the okay, and then as soon as a couple of events happen, then I will bring that to you, and we can discuss it further. Mike Stevens, welcome. Nice to have you in chat. Keeper says the shorts are just a hook to get the views. I know, Keeper, but I understand the importance of shorts. I don't know how to do them effectively. KDOT is much better at it, and it's probably the reason why he has 30,000 subscribers, and I'm stuck at 6,300. But I will try. Trust me. That's on the docket, Keeper. But I've got many other things to take care of first. But all right. Free. Let's see. How do I say this? Free Tim Panago Press says Flex sent me. Those cops standing in the city council room are standing army protecting tyrants. They are not there to protect and serve the people. Aurora city government is so disrespectful towards the family of a man killed by the Aurora police. They indeed are, Free Tim. And I'll tell you why. They called the family and everybody supporting the family, well, at least Stephanie Hancock did, terrorist, bullies, and anarchist, all these terms that just flowed from Stephanie Hancock's mouth. But we did all go to Stephanie Hancock's town hall and shut that down. I'll be talking about that a little bit more later. Sent you an email. Check it out when you get time. You know what? Let's do it live on the air. I'm not going to put your email out there or anything, Brandon, but let me just check. Yeah, we're good there. Let's just I just want to check to make sure I got your email. I won't read it or anything. I just want to make sure I got it. Yep, I got it. Okay. All right. I got you, Brandon. I'll be checking that out after the stream, I promise you. All right. Jackie Blue on the same video says the people of Aurora were amazing tonight. Justice for Kylan Lewis. I totally agree. And we're going to be at every meeting, town hall, until, we get our voices heard. So there you go. I know you're digging into it and can't say much. Yes, Bluto. I a lot of times it imagine my frustration, Bluto. I want to give you guys, and I do give you guys information as soon as I can, but sometimes I have to hold back a little bit until I get all the facts, until I get all the information, because I want to be as accurate as I possibly can. I'm not like the lamestream media. I'm going to give it to you guys straight, and I'm going to give you guys every bit of information that they won't give you. So I really truly believe that I am media, even more so than the mainstream. So it's another benefit of being on this channel. You will get straight reporting. And I will give you guys my opinion after, but I will give you guys the straight facts first, and then we can talk about it, right? All right, let's continue on. About last night was a good video. Nameless says, okay, unpopular support for the car lady. The insurance company gives you a small stipend to get a replacement vehicle. Cars are so expensive that the theft could cause some people a catastrophic loss, and it's important to acknowledge. Car theft lady could end up in severe poverty or homelessness from her loss. Just a thought. Okay, Nameless, let me talk about car theft lady. First of all, you're not wrong in your support for the car lady. I understand it's a devastating loss for a lot of people if they get their car stolen. I mean, it was devastating for me to get hail damage on the Shark, and it sucked, right? I can't imagine if it got stolen. It would be devastating to me and Bernie, and probably some of you guys. You guys have, uh, have a certain fondness for my car like I do. But here's the rub. That lady is there every single week talking about cars. I understand, and I understand car theft is bad. But in the grand scheme of things, what is more important, Nameless? Are people more important than cars? Because I tend to put people on a much higher pedestal than cars. Cars are inanimate object. The most important thing in life is life, right? People. They are way more important. And she couldn't read the room. I mean, I understand she wants to air her grievance about, some car that was on blocks or whatever. I understand that. It's frustrating. It's frustrating when you get your car stolen or hit or you're in an accident and stuff like that. But the most important thing in life is just that. It's people, life, right? I understand, material possessions. If someone were to steal my current video game catalog, it would be devastating because I have quite a few games that I had to rebuild after my divorce. When I got divorced, I lost every single video game that I ever owned, and I owned a ton of them, physical copies of games. PlayStation 2 games, some that are worth in the hundreds of dollars. All that stuff, but I lost it. But here's the thing. I was still alive. I was still breathing. I am way more important than all of these video games combined, all right? And so are all of you. So that's the point that I was making, that people are more important than inanimate objects. You see what I'm saying? That's all I was saying. I'm not taking away from, people's losses for cars and stuff, but I think people are much more valuable than cars. I'm a little puzzled who was the idiot in the blue shirt. I don't know who you're referring to, Nomfic. Keeper says, and bought a new vest. I didn't buy a new vest. Actually, I did buy a couple new vests. I have a brown one now, and I have a black one with yellow lining or yellow highlighting on it. There's one more that I'm gonna buy when I get extra money, and you guys are gonna dig it, I think. But I gotta wait. It costs quite a bit. But all right, King Bluto on the same video, who's in chat, says part of the replay crew. Nothing wrong with that, King Bluto. I know you're a huge supporter, and I do appreciate you big time. He also says K-Dot's live stream was excellent as well. It sure was. K-Dot has excellent videos for sure. Yeah, you can replace video games. You can't replace your life. 100%. Not a Code Brown vest. King Bluto also says, sorry for all the comments. You never have to be sorry, Bluto, for all the comments, dude. I love the comments. Keep them coming. It's what keeps the comment show going, Bluto. Sorry for all the comments. MLH missed the live stream, and I'm just putting in my thoughts. That was nothing but a peaceful protest last night inside that council chamber. That's exactly right, Bluto. FOIA request text message the chief was texting last night as well. I probably could do that, King Bluto, but I guarantee they would charge me for it, and I don't have the money for it. And also, they would redact almost everything on those messages. I've been down that road before. Oh, at the protest. I'll talk about that in a minute, Nomfic. It's crazy. Nunya, nice to have you in here. Not going to be able to stick around. We'll watch the replay. HCO are getting ready to go to HCO's. Oh, I'm so sorry, Nunya. Wow, I did not know that happened. Send my condolences to HCO, Nunya, and we love HCO, and also you, Nunya. I know it's got to be really really tough. So, um, you know, my deepest and my deepest condolences to you and HCO, especially HCO. It's got to be rough, Nunya. I'm so sorry. I didn't even know that happened at all. So, I hope the service is lovely and you have lots of support out there and stuff like that. If you guys need to give us a ring just to talk, either me or Bernie, we're there for you guys. So make sure and tell HCO that. All right, that's just terrible news, Nunya. I'm sorry to hear that. All right, Cricket Cinema Replay Crew, Sanford and Son, LOL. Yeah, I have quite a few 8-bit theme songs and stuff. I should get the Airwolf one. The Airwolf one is really good. I like that one a lot. So, all right. Let's continue on. Keeper, who's in chat, says last night with Bernie. How dare you, Keeper? How dare you? All right, Blue Unicorn chiming in with a few comments says at 4302, hey, you have to look at it from the cops' point of view. I mean, do you know how many cops' careers are ruined by cell phones every year? I mean, those things are dangerous to the cops and their careers. You know what? That's a good point, Blue Unicorn. Very good point. 4849 correction. They force us to pay them or they will kill us more. That's true too. No lie detected, Blue Unicorn. He also says, noticed when he was asked if he would have everyone arrested, he kept dodging responsibility, saying, you may be subject to arrest. But he wouldn't admit he would order it. But the cops said they would follow the order. That way the city guy can have deniability and say they arrested you, not me. Yeah, those are nuances that not a lot of people catch, Blue Unicorn. Um, and it is what it is, Blue Unicorn. I having the camera is key to all of that, right? Blue Unicorn at 54 minutes says outrage fatigue. I don't know what that was referring to. In Carol Quigley's Tragedy and Hope, A History of the World in Our Time, he explains that throughout history, the rich acquire specialty weapons and then use those weapons to extort taxes out of the peasants to buy more specialty, out of the peasants, I think you meant, to buy more specialty weapons. This is the basis of all governments. This is how they maintain their wealth and power. So the idea that the rich employ a private army to collect taxes from the poor and yet also care about the poor is kind of wishful thinking. Off topic and totally irrelevant. Did you see Bug's Life when Hopper says those ants outnumber us 100 to 1, and the moment they realize that our way of life is over? Great movie. I don't know why I thought of that movie just now. I don't know. I think your point is well taken, Blue Unicorn. We do outnumber them in the thousands to 1, and we haven't woke up yet. That's the only thing I can say to that. Tanya's in the chat. Welcome. Nice to have you here. Let's see. Yeah, I know you lost your mom 3 months ago, Numpic. That's it's always sad. I have the deepest sympathy and empathy for people that have loss. Good Citizen Media chiming in with an emoji. Thank you very much. Nameless back with another comment on Trouble on Colfax. Yes, they do make people sit on the ground like dogs. I'm not sitting because I can't get up, and I won't sit on hot concrete in freaking summer. Don't get me started. Yeah, I anybody tells me to sit on the ground, I'm not their dog. I'm not gonna, that's not gonna happen. Let's see. Did I say hi to you, Pippi? Welcome on in, Pippi. Flammable Flim Flam says replay crew smoking a blunt in public is at most a ticket. That's it. And trying to say RTD is private property. GTFO. I couldn't agree with you more, Flammable, which is why I'm there every single day. I haven't been there today because of the comment show, but I think I'm going to swing by there in a few and make sure that nobody is messing with the homeless people out there. All right, Flammable Flim Flam. Heidi Hansen, isn't she that real aggressive cop with a chip on her shoulder? Yes, she's the RTD cop that punched both KDOT and myself. I actually ended up with a bruise from her mini punch. It didn't hurt all that much, but I did end up with a bruise from it. So, I mean, she obviously did hit me. You guys saw that video. Pelone, great supporter, says, thanks for the video. Keep up the great work. And DJ KDOT. Thank you, Pelone, as always. Keeper with the emoji. Thank you, Keeper. You just wanted to be near KDOT. Well, don't you want to be in the presence of greatness at times too, Keeper? Yeah. Al SoCal with the emoji like number 91 on that video. Thank you very much, Al. Appreciate that. Original Dragon Mad says, shame the guy they let go didn't realize if it wasn't for you, he would have been still waiting for the cops to arrive. Yes, that was something that he didn't understand. I think he just didn't want to be on camera, Original Dragon Mad, and that's okay. Look, I don't I don't need thanks from everybody to do what I do. I know what I'm doing, and that makes me feel good. And I do appreciate that people notice stuff like that, though. And thus, I appreciate you noticing it, Original Dragon Mad. So, all right. Sparkles says, Sears looked nervous AF. He sure did on the Union Goon Leader video that I did. Odigers says, nothing more than a gang. I agree with you, Odigers. Keeper says, I was there for the city council meeting post that I put. Yes, you were, Keeper. It was a pretty interesting video, was it not? Nomfix says, just don't tell me to get down on my knees. I had reconstructive surgery. I know exactly what you're talking about, Nomfix. That's great. Let's see. The protest was great the other night. I hope there will be larger and more protests for this incident. Wait for it, Pippi. Just wait for it. King Bluto says Al SoCal is another one of the good cop watch. I love Al SoCal. People think that he's like mentally unstable or mentally ill. I don't understand why. Like, I don't. Maybe it's the cadence of his voice or something, but he knows what he's doing, and he's a very good cop watcher. I do like Al SoCal. King Bluto on my Kylan Lewis rally video says, prayers for the family of Kylan Lewis. Thank you, Bluto. No justice, no peace. That's one of the chants that we say. Today in Northern California, 111 degrees. I don't know how you put up with that, Bluto. I really don't. And then the bat emojis. Thank you very much, Bluto. I appreciate you. You know I do. And then I posted about the other day, it was 104. I think it was either yesterday or day before. Eric W. Eric says, it is that hot up north. We are at, he says, it is that hot up north? Damn. We're at 102 in the valley. I'm assuming you mean like Arizona. Or maybe you don't mean Arizona. Maybe you mean the San Luis Valley in Colorado. I don't know. But either way, it's just way too much heat for me. 104 is no bueno. And that's why I put yucko. Eagle Eye says, we had temps in the hundreds in western Oregon a couple of days ago. I'm not used to the hot. Try to keep cool. I agree, Eagle Eye. It's something else. Conspiracy Music is in chat. Welcome, sir. Nice to have you in here. Says Al is a good guy. He really is. Conspiracy. Anything locked down as far as getting some artists together to hook up and listen to? I mean, I'm not a musician at all, but I don't mind showcasing you guys. You guys are all awesome. Conspiracy Music is he's so humble, but he's a great guitarist, man. I love his guitar playing. Let's see. Pippi says it's going to be in the 90s in Minneapolis today. Boy, oh boy, that's yeah, Minneapolis not good because of the humidity. That makes it even worse. So it's going to feel like 100. I do have at least one more artist so far. Well, I mean, if it's just one more, I mean, I wouldn't mind just you and the other artist conspiracy. It doesn't have to be a whole contingency of people, but we'll make it happen. It's going to be awesome. I got to figure that out though, because I got to make it a members only stream. But it'll be released to everybody shortly after. All right, Marcab Recon, aka Sir Crepitus, or as someone else says, Sir Corruptus. I think it's funny. I hate to make you jealous, but it's only in the 80s here. Oh, well, I mean, you live in paradise. The weather's usually always good year round in Southern Cal. So rub it in there, Crepitus. Rub it in. Susan Everett, who is in chat, says, good grief. Yeah, it's really hot. Doesn't normally get that hot here in the Denver metro area. And thank you for being a member, Susan. I really appreciate it. And to all the members in chat, I really appreciate all of you. Brandon says, I'm not used to the thin air up here in your area, MLH, and I'm used to the humidity and the hot air in the southeast part of North Carolina. Yeah, I know. Thin air, you got to get used to it, man. Like your lungs have to get used to it. Tanya said we had 3 hot days. I live on the coast in Washington. We've been in the high 70s with the cool breeze. Oh, okay, Tanya. Just rub it in there, sister. Rub it in. Let's see. No humidity up here in the Denver area. It's strange. We've been getting a little more humidity than we're used to, like in the 30% range, Brandon, which doesn't sound like a lot to you, I'm sure. It's always like 100% humidity or whatever, but 30% is too much for me. It just makes me sweat too much, man. Same way in Iowa, the humidity. Yeah, for sure. All right, Nunya, who's in chat, says, my brother lives in California, and he just sent me a picture like this showing 109. He's also a mailman. I don't know how he does it. Make sure you drink lots of water, everyone. Very sound advice, Nunya, for sure. Bill O'Wright says, Eagle County 104 FM. Okay, right on, Bill O'Wright. Thank you for chiming in. Mama Catone says, that's why I stay here. We have the ocean, if we get really desperate, 56 to 58 degrees. Yeah. I would like to jump in an ocean sometimes. Although the ocean scares me, man. I don't know what it is about the ocean. I'm not a big fan. Pinche Becky and I talked about this. She felt claustrophobic in Colorado because of the mountains, and I can fully understand that. But the ocean has kind of the same effect for me. Plus, I'm really afraid of the ocean. I don't know what it is. Let's see. The only hangover I ever had was in Colorado. I don't get hangovers. I can hold my liquor, but not in Colorado. Well, it's the altitude, Becky. It's the altitude. I've been here since Thursday, and it's cold. Really, Brandon? Really? No, definitely not cold. Let's see. It's supposed to be 80s, Nompic in Linwood, possibly even hotter. Oh, I mean, I would deal with the 80s. It's already like 80 something at 9 in the morning, Nompic. It's going to be hot today. 95 in Memphis today, Susan says. Wow. And with that humidity, I bet you it just makes it miserable, Susan. Yeah. Yeah. 95% humidity. Ugh, yuck. No, thank you. Lori with some emojis. Yes. Thank you, Lori. Far out, man. I love your what do you call it? Avatar? It's really fun. Texas teacher says, "Welcome to Texas heat. Drink your electrolytes. The heat indexes will kick your booty." Yeah, for sure. Ham it up again. Um, on my post, I put a post. It was a little joke, I think, and it was pretty funny. Elon Musk tweeted out something about life being like a video game, and someone put a response. Yeah, but you have the cheat codes, meaning that he has money, and power. So Keeper says, MLH, is it my turn or your turn to pick Bernie up at work? How dare you, Keeper? My turn, always, Keeper. Mama Opal says, too funny. I did like the response to that comment, Mama Opal. That's why I put it up there. Free Jeff Winehouse says, I think he's saying humans live too long. Maybe. Keeper also with the laughing emoji. Bought the cheat codes. Yes, he bought the cheat codes, Keeper. All right. That's the end of the comments. Let's go to any held for review comments. Those are always fun. And it does not look that we got any hate comments this week for the first time in a few weeks. So that is awesome. All right. Let's see if we have any mentions. KT Pita mentioned me a couple days ago. Thank you very much, KT. King Bluto, as always, with the mention. Thank you, Bluto. And HCO, Howard County Observer, mentioned me in a post as well. Thank you very much, HCO. I really appreciate that. Let's see. King Bluto again, bringing it. And Dragonette. DA drops case due to excessive force used by cops. I did see that video, and it doesn't surprise me. So there's the mentions. Let's go back here. All right, nothing else. I think we're good there. Let's transition over, and I do want to discuss a couple of things. So I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before I did the video where we caught one of the council members at one of her town hall meetings, Stephanie Hancock, who called the grieving family of Kylan Lewis a bunch of terrorists and bullies, I think was a term that she used, and a bunch of other just asinine comments that she used. And I thought it was abhorrent. And I'm going to try to speak at the next meeting. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to, because there's a lot of families that want to give Stephanie Hancock a piece of their mind. But I will try to speak, because I not only want to speak on that, those abhorrent comments that she said, I also want to talk about Steven Sundberg, who used his own son as a shield to vote against the resolution 11A11 for the city of Aurora to apologize. Making an apology doesn't mean that you're guilty of anything. So I have no idea why the city just won't adopt that resolution. Like, that should have been a no-brainer. To have a little bit of sympathy is not hard. I'm sorry that one of our officers killed your son. They don't even need to say murder, but I'm sorry one of our officers killed your son, your brother. Not hard at all, but they make it difficult, and they can't. It's not an admission of guilt, but they feel like we can't even be seen doing that because it'll make us look guilty. It's like, no, that's not the point. It's to show that you're a human being. That's it. I don't understand. So anyways, we went to Kate. Welcome. Nice to have you here. Just saw you sneak in the chat there. Welcome on in. Good morning to you. HCO, man, I'm so sorry to hear about your loss, HCO. And, my deepest sympathy. If you guys need to give us a ring just to talk, man, just, give us a ring. I know that's got to be really, really tough, HCO. So, just saying that we're here for you if you need. That's all. Amber, welcome. Nice to have you here as well. So, so we go to the town hall meeting, and there were fireworks right from the beginning, as far as I was concerned, because as I was coming in, I was kind of like at the tail end of. Um, I was at the tail end of the contingency of people that were going on into the town hall, and this complete jackass had the audacity to say that, something along the lines of, you don't reach for anything when the cops are telling you to put your hands in the air or something like that. What a complete fucking jackass who has no clue what's going on. So I told him to F off, because there was no need for that at all. You got a grieving mother there, trying to get her point across to Stephanie Hancock, and you got a bunch of grieving people and a bunch of protesters, trying to get their point across, and you say that, you're a complete jackass. And then another guy appeared right in front of me, an older guy, and he tried to he did grab my phone. And I was trying to back up, but there was somebody behind me, and I think I stepped on that person because I heard her yelp a little bit. But I couldn't back up anymore. So if that dude would have taken one more step forward, I would have had no choice but to defend myself. And I haven't been in a fight in years. And I didn't want to. But if you push my buttons, I have no choice. I was backed up basically in a corner. So don't do that. Don't touch other people. Don't grab at cameras. If you don't like it, just walk away. It's not that hard. Walk away. I'm not going to chase you. I'm not going to follow you. Just go away. So needless to say, I had to tell him to F off too. And that's where that went. Finger in the eye? Yeah, probably. What do we got in chat here? I wouldn't want a forced apology. They should have apologized from the very beginning. It angers me what that man said too, Becky says. Yeah, I mean, he's an asshole. Plain and simple. I bet they were afraid of what can happen. They know they're wrong and definitely trying to sweep it under the carpet. Yep. What's wrong with them even saying we're sorry, we made a fatal mistake? There's nothing wrong with that, Nomfic. But they can't even bring it upon themselves to have any shred of humanity. It's like when you get in a position of power. I told KDOT he should become a city council member, and he said absolutely not, for a bunch of reasons. But I think one of the reasons is because you lose a part of humanity when you become like any position, when you gain a position of power, is what I'm trying to say. And it's ridiculous. Like, nobody should be subjected to any of that. Just say sorry. It's not a big deal. You're not admitting guilt. You're just saying our officer killed. You're acknowledging that the officer killed your son. We all know it already. We see the video. Not a big deal. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't get it. Not that you're a girl. I don't even know what you're saying. Teach your daughter's finger in the eye. Identifies an attacker later. Huh. Okay. I get it. I see what you're saying, Keeper. Tanya says, I still try to understand how you confuse a square cell phone for a gun. It's crazy, Tanya. That video, I don't know how you do. I don't know I don't know how you could confuse it either, is what I'm trying to say, Tanya. They confused a marker one time for a gun. Like, these cops are afraid of their damn shadows. It's that bad. Amber, comment, I'm packing to go to my Tony's celebration of life. Well, that's awesome, Amber. Tell everybody that I said hi, and I send my deepest condolences there, and I hope that the celebration of life is just that. I know there's going to be a few tears, but hopefully there'll be a few laughs and a few smiles. Let me quickly talk about that. I know his celebration of life is today. Um, Tony meant more to me than what you guys realize. I know it was a short amount of time that we knew each other, but it was like almost like one of those instant kind of connections. He was always in my lives, and he's sorely missed. Very encouraging to me. Um, he was one of the people I talk about Nomfic and Big Chief as being kind of and Ellie as the main people kind of telling me that memberships was a good thing for me, and good thing for the subscribers and stuff like that. And I resisted for a long time, but another person that was always highly encouraging of me and what I was doing on the channel, and the way that I was doing things and really enjoyed what I was doing, was Tony. And I just want to say Tony was an amazing human being. You don't Tony reminded me a lot of Bernie. All right, there's certain people in the world that light up the room, and I'm not saying that they necessarily have to be the best looking people in the world, or the most charismatic, or anything like that. But there's certain people that when they enter the room, they just light it up, and it becomes a happier place. Bernie is one of those people. Everywhere she goes, she spreads joy. She loves everybody, and you wouldn't know it based on her past, like the things that she's been through, the horrific things that she's been through. But she doesn't let any of that affect the way that she carries herself going forward. And Tony was that person to me too. Anytime he was in a chat, he instantly made that chat so much brighter. And my chat included. When he came in, he was such a source of light. And there's certain people like that. And I hope you pass that along, Amber. And, I wished I could have went there today, but it wasn't in the cards for me. But I hope that you all have a good time out there, and realize that it is a celebration of life, and he was a life worth celebrating. So those are my thoughts on that. And thank you for doing that, Amber. Thank you for being there. Thank you for going. And, Chris says my mom was the same way. My mom is like that too, Chris. Like, um, there's certain people in my life that are like that. I don't think I'm like that. I'm very kind and generous and all those things, but as far as like lighting up a room like these people, I don't have that. It's just something that's within these people. Like I said, Bernie is one of those people. Anybody that meets Bernie in person, she's a big time hugger. And whether you're a hugger or not doesn't matter. She's not gonna let you get away with that. She's gonna hug you, right? And my mom is such a good person in that manner. She's so kind and so giving, and sacrificed a lot for not only me and my sister and my dad, but she sacrificed a lot for a lot of people. My mom, if I went down a list of things that my mom has helped people with, you guys would be amazed. But Tony was that way too. He's in that class, and I'll always remember him for his kindness, and the way that he just lit up a chat. Like anywhere he went, it would just be that way. And I for one am gonna sorely miss him, but I feel better for having met him, strangely online. Never in person, but online. But he made an impression on me, and it'll always be taken forward. I'm not. I'm probably tripping on my words here, because I just think the world of people like that. And yeah, Pinche Becky, I know. You know, I did not force her to work. I like when Bernie's on the comment show. Yeah, I know. Bernie is an amazing human being. I'm very, very lucky to have her in my life. Ham It Up Again is in chat. What's up, Ham It Up? Hey, if you guys haven't subbed, Big Chief, can you put Ham It Up Again's link into chat? She is very close to 1,000 subs. And one thing that I always pride myself on is, you know, getting people to their milestones. Let's put Ham It Up Again's um, link into chat so we can get her a few more subs, get her closer to that 1,000 goal. Nameless, welcome to chat. Says the cops have body armor, vehicles for cover, and rifles. Why shoot a man with a phone? Can't they hold fire for a second? That's a good question, Nameless. And the answer in that case was no, and that sucks. Amber says, I also like to hug everyone. Maybe because in Scientology we don't hug anyone or tell them that they love you. Probably, Amber, and I'm sorry you went through that. And I'm happy that you know, are out and are, you know, giving people the love that you craved, and hopefully they'll return that, you know, as well. Let me see if I can find your link. Big Chief might have stepped away. I'll try to put it in there for you. Ham It Up. Ham It Up. Ham It Up is a great person. Let me get your link in here. Let's share. Copy the link. Yeah, I got it. No worries, Big Chief. I got you, buddy. Here we go. This is Ham It Up's link. Please subscribe to Ham It Up. She's awesome. So there you go. Very trigger happy, Pippi Longstocking for sure. Tanya says I'm that way, but not because of Scientology, but because of a psycho stepfather. Yes, it's weird. Sometimes kindness comes from ugliness. You know what I mean? Let's see. Just subscribe. Thank you very much, Pippi. Appreciate that. Ham It Up. Always good to see my neighbor to the north in chat. Yes. We got you, Ham It Up. We're gonna get you to that 1,000 milestone. You know, something else that I was kind of famous for too. I bet you guys didn't know this, especially the newer ones. Bluto might know. But back in the day, I used to have marathon streams where I would be in the car. At that time, I had the green machine. It was a green older Prius, and I would drive around. If it took all day to get somebody their subs, that's what I did. And we can do that for you again, Ham It Up. But I'm pretty sure we can. Thank you for subbing, Amber, and Nameless sub too. Thank you. Appreciate you guys and gals doing that. That's awesome. Susan sub, thank you. So that'll get you closer, Ham It Up. But next time I'm out and about and you're in chat, Ham It Up, we'll get you to 1,000 and beyond. I promise you that. Like we'll do it. I'll do a stream and I'll do a marathon, and which I say marathon, but a lot of times it's like less than an hour, and we hit the we get the milestones. Conspiracy might know. He's been around for a while. Remember Conspiracy? I used to do that all the time. Like somebody would be close to 100 or close to 50 or close to 5,000 or whatever, and I would try to get you your goal, and I never failed. I always got people to their goals. Now also when you sub, make sure you make a comment on one of Ham It Up's videos, so that way the subs stick. You know, that's a key to the whole thing. Let's see, what do we got? Yeah, where'd you go, Becky? Ham It Up is a protester. Becky, she's awesome. Splinty. Becky, yes, that's what I would do with my dad too. The hard part is when they can no longer talk. Yeah, I know. Michoacan, yeah. Morelia, yeah. My dad was from Chihuahua, Mexico. So yeah, I probably will never go back to Mexico because of how volatile it is. But my dad always wants to go back, and I told him for what? There's nothing over there. Nothing there for you anymore. Have to run, y'all. That's okay, Susan. We're about ready to wrap up anyways. So Uh, you know, I think I'll leave you guys with that. Tonight, we're doing 80s night at 7 Eastern time, so make sure you join for that. It's always a lot of fun. I hope you guys join for that. We'll do about an hour or so of awesome 80s tunes. We can have tons of fun. I hope to see you guys all there. Mexico is a great place to visit, but not under the current circumstances. Exactly, conspiracy. Exactly. Okay, that's all I got for you guys. If you guys are struggling with your own mental health, please reach out to somebody that you know, love, and trust. In lieu of that, my email is mexicanlonghair@gmail.com. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or a counselor, but I do listen, and sometimes that helps. But if I don't get back to you in a timely fashion, just remember, somebody out there thinks you are their favorite. Hold on to that thought. It could save your life. There is a national hotline, a North American hotline number that you can dial. It's 3 easy numbers, 988. You dial that number and you will get connected to somebody that can help you out right away. If you're too scared to talk to somebody, you can also text that number. And if you're in a different country, not in North America, just type in your browser of choice, mental health help, and there'll be a lot of options there. Click on one of those options, and that'll get you the help that you need. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining this week. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I will see you all tonight for 80s night and in future videos. See y'all later. Have a great weekend. Have a great day, everybody.